YouTube matches 860. Don't go anywhere, we're coming right back. The Friday Savinelli. Smoking some velvet today. For anyone that hasn't caught it, I'm going to put a link in the bucket to Artful Codgers' video on the history of velvet. Fantastic production. I think I've watched it about 6 times already. Velvet's an old American classic. I've had it before, years ago. And it was before I really got into tobaccos. As I recall, I smoked it and was kind of wishy-washy about it. Ordered 2 ounces that I had hoped to smoke last week, but it didn't show up until Saturday, so now I've almost smoked up the whole 2 ounces. When you open up the bag, it's a very faint smell of kind of a brown sugar, maple sugar. You know you're not going to be getting something goopy. And the nuttiness from the burley makes your mouth water. The ingredients taken from tobacco reviews are alcohol, liquor, miscellaneous, I believe they put in there. It's not overly done by any stretch of the imagination. Very, very light. I'd say even lighter than Prince Albert or Carter Hall. Although the tobacco leaf, which is coarse cut, reminds me a lot of those 2 blends. The biggest characteristic about this that stands out in my mind is that it burns so slow. I can get 40 minutes easy out of a bowl. Usually I'm through a bowl of something else in 20 minutes. The other thing is, it's such a cool smoke, and you get absolutely no tongue bite. If you happen to have a scorched tongue, smoke this a few days and you'll be all set. Getting back to the flavor. As I say, it's a very light topping. Kind of a brown sugary. And then I get, I don't know if anyone else does, an afternote. I've mentioned it before, the wet popsicle stick taste, which leads me to believe there might be some rum in this. Or there's something in this that's also in Black Frigate and a couple of the others that I've mentioned, that odd taste. And it could be something else that my palate just doesn't pick up correctly. Not offensive at all. It's just there for me. Gotta say, the greatest thing about smoking this is the history behind it. And knowing that when you light up a bowl of this, you're experiencing what maybe your grandfather experienced back in the 30s, sitting next to a radio, listening to the big bands. Just having a no-frills, really good smoke. Like Carter Hall, Prince Albert, Half and Half, Captain Black, all the other American classics. This isn't something that I would order all the time and smoke all the time. Although, like I said, I've gone through 2 ounces pretty much in less than a week. But if you want to take a step back in history and understand where we came from in the pipe smoking world, it's a great experience. That's my take on Velvet. Thanks an awful lot for joining me. Have a great weekend.